After Bitcoin has successfully created the bearish divergence and successfully came down in price exactly like I predicted, right now we are likely creating a massive trap here, and everything is according to plan right now here. I will be discussing exactly what I think about the Bitcoin price action right now, the Bitcoin spot ETF flows, and more importantly, the Bitcoin 4-year cycle, which is currently still exactly on track right now here. And I need to discuss exactly what's going on here. So without any further ado, guys, don't forget to once again slap up that like button back above 1,000 likes. It will be highly appreciated. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. So first of all, yesterday Bitcoin of course created that CME gap, and I exactly told everyone out there that likely we were going to be filling up the CME gap and probably dump even lower due to the fact that we were creating a Bitcoin bearish divergence. And yes, that is exactly what played out here. I mean, I discussed it on yesterday's video. It exactly played out right now. And what I also said in yesterday's video is that likely if we're going to come down, a lot of people will be panicking, and that will be the massive opportunity. And now Bitcoin is back at this major level of support, which I was expecting Bitcoin to be finding somewhat of support at. And currently, I believe that Bitcoin is in a very good place here because the market has first of all already reset itself from that major bearish divergence, and actually right now we can start to see that we're creating a higher low on the lower side and a lower low on the RSI, which means that we're currently even creating a hidden bullish divergence. So we're already starting to see the price action really return good here. The momentum is once again diverging, and that is very great to see here. So far exactly predicted what played out here, and personally I once again do believe that likely from off this point we're going to see another move towards the upside. And why so is first of all we're seeing that hidden bullish divergence. We're starting to see Bitcoin is coming down towards the major 217-day downtrend and currently is retesting it as support as of this moment of time. Also, we can currently right now see that we're creating a major upward sloping trend here, and yes, we're still confirming higher highs after higher lows on that lower side. So the trend is ultimately looking extremely bullish on Bitcoin right now here. And even though if we come down all the way down to $62,000, we're still creating a higher low, and the trend would still mean very bullish. So yeah, I am very bullish on the price action of Bitcoin right now. Also, yesterday we've seen more than $294 million inflows on the spot Bitcoin ETF, continuing the massive inflows on the spot Bitcoin ETF. And also, yes, what we're currently seeing here, that BlackRock is once again one of the largest buyers yesterday. And that once again just shows the interest from these major companies. And yes, guys, if we're going to compare Bitcoin to the gold ETF, it is nothing. Bitcoin is by far outperforming gold compared to the launch of their ETF. And yes, we already know that Bitcoin is one of the most successful ETFs out there that has ever been launched here. And that should be telling you something about the interest from the larger players. And if we, of course, know that, we do also know that right now we're at that starting point of the massive Bitcoin bull market. I mean, the US elections are about to be hitting the markets, and if we do know one thing for certain is that, of course, in 14 days it is time for the US election, but always after the US election, approximately 400 to 300 days after, we tend to see the market topping out here. And since right now it is only 14 days away, Trump is currently leading, we are expecting that, yes, a major Bitcoin bull market is literally starting in 14 days maximum from now on here, because all the data points are suggesting that the Bitcoin price action goes the most exponential after that US election. And yes, we are seeing also different data points that usually Q4, or basically from off week 42 to week 43 in all the previous years, we are most likely going to be having the most bullish price action of Bitcoin. So yes, really, this is the worst time to be fading the market. You can see it here on this chart, on these data points. The last 10 weeks of the year are the most bullish weeks of the year. So please make sure that if you're right now exiting the market, you're really exiting at one of the most worst periods of the market, because this is where the most gains are really realized. And yeah, if we're also looking at the Bitcoin on exchanges, we're seeing right now a massive decreasement, a different trend compared to the previous bull runs. And this means that really a supply shock is currently in the making for Bitcoin out there, and that ultimately is also going to be sending Bitcoin to millions and millions of dollars. And yeah, if we're going to be also looking at the previous cycle and comparing those bullish MACD crossovers, which I'm also have been discussing on many videos before, guys, we can currently see here that in the last time in the bull market, whenever this signal flashed there, we went in towards a massive rally towards the upside. And now again, we're seeing the bullish crossover happening on the MACD for the second time since the bear market. And yes, honestly, this is a very likely chance that this is also going to be marking the beginning of the bull market. So please do not fake this major signal right now, which is flashing here on the weekly time frame. I mean, the last time it flashed already, Bitcoin went up over 170%. And now again, it is flashing, and this is most certainly going to be looking like this is going to be sending Bitcoin much higher. And yeah, also on the daily time frame, or in the weekly time frame even, we've been breaking above the 224-day downtrend. You can see it also on this chart right here, where we're breaking outside of the Bitcoin bull flag pattern, but also right here on the daily time frame, or you could be approaching it on the weekly time frame. We're breaking this major downtrend right here, and that is just a thing you just can't ignore at this moment of time. And if you're zooming out even further, you're going to be comparing Bitcoin to potentially S&P 500 or gold. We're looking to create very similar patterns. I mean, gold created also this cup and handle pattern. The S&P 500 created this exact cup and handle pattern. And now Bitcoin is doing it. And it is extremely likely to assume that we are going to be having such a major breakout outside of this pattern right here. So Bitcoin is creating a very bullish pattern. And guys, I've said this all the time here. I've been bullish all the time. And also watch yesterday's video if you don't believe me. Because yesterday's video in the beginning, I said most likely on the imminent short term, we're going to come down. That is exactly what happened. But I always said in that video, I do believe Bitcoin is at the beginning stage of the bull market. And any move towards the downside right now is going to be a major trap here. And yes, that is exactly what is playing out here. And I tell these things because I am also a trader on the short term, and guys, if you want to be trading yourself in the short term or long term, whatever you want to be doing, if you right now want to be trading without any KYC, check out Blofin in the link description of today's video, where you can currently claim a deposit bonus up to $10,000. And if you think, oh wait, I just want to do KYC, go to Bybit. Check it out in the link description of today's video, because if you press on that link on Bybit right now as well, go to this link right here, you can right now claim a free $500 airdrop position for only signing up an account and completing your KYC on that exchange. So yeah, very, very highly recommendable to use any of these two exchanges. Personally, I just use Blofin to trade without KYC with some higher amounts. And personally, I use Bybit for some other trades here. So yeah, very important to check out in my opinion. And also on the daily time frame, Bitcoin is still in this major consolidation phase in the bigger things of it all. And yes, while we in fact are breaking out of the bull flag pattern, here on this chart right here, you can just clearly see that we're still trading in the midst of it. And really, the breakout is going to be happening not whenever we break outside of the bull flag pattern. I mean, personally, I believe the bull market is already started. The breakout is already started. But for me to really confirm the breakout towards the upside, we just need to be breaking above the previous all-time high, because this level right here is just also going to be providing so much resistance for Bitcoin. I mean, we're about to be touching this level, but I can guarantee you this is going to be a major level of resistance for the price action of Bitcoin right now. Also, we can see that indeed the bull flag on Bitcoin is breaking out, but also on the MicroStrategy chart here. And as the MicroStrategy chart is increasing, they can of course borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin, and that is ultimately going to be catapulting the Bitcoin price also even higher. So very bullish things in my opinion. Also on the monthly time frame, we're starting to see this breakout. It is about to get confirmed if this candle closes right here outside of the major downward sloping resistance line. So let's see how it's going to be playing out. But anyways, guys, this was it for me in today's update video. If you did learn something from it, if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to slap on that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.